Hey guys, welcome back, John Megacycle here, another episode of Startopia. Hope you're doing well today. Continuing on with the missions, we're up to mission 9, the Polvakian Aristocracy. I'm going to let Val do most of the talking, he does such a good job at it. Get us filled in with what's going on. Okay, let's see, any competitors right off the bat? Oh, goody, 3 competitors.
Things are going well, my organic friend, but something new has cropped up. Something rather, shall we say, interesting? The esteemed Polvakian aristocracy would like you to administrate their latest venture. A high-class pleasure station. But rather complicating things are 3 other would-be entrepreneurs on the station. The Polvakians want to see who's best, so you'll be competing for the custom of passing travelers.
Okay. Sounds a little like military to me.
Basic facilities have been provided as you've come to expect, along with a generous grant from the wealthy Polvakian aristocracy. In addition, essential technology plans will be provided to facilitate your work. You should apply yourself as never before and set up the station as soon as possible.
Okay, very good. Energy collector. Let's just get these scuzzers online immediately. Okay, so that was nice. They gave me some of the plans for the other floors as well. So let's see, power booster. Yep. I don't know if I'm supposed to put the power booster right next to the energy collector, but I mean, it makes good space in the sense perspective of, like, you know, cramming it all in an area and make it fit kind of a thing. I don't know if that's a good plan or not, but let's see, can we rotate that? Star Motel, comm sensor. Let's get that up and online pretty darn quick. It's free, why not? Space in Love Nest recharger. Okay, these things I'm missing are a berth, first off. Okay, that takes care of this floor mostly.
Your task is to be the last remaining administrator on the station. And no, you can't use violence to force out the opposition.
Oh.
Nice thought, though. I'd have expected nothing less from you at this stage, but combat is not an option. Instead, you'll need to ensure your opponents are not making as much profit as you. It's dog eat dog, or as the Polvakians would have it, snog eat snog.
Okay, well that's good to know.
The class and money-conscious gem slugs will require that you make a certain level of profit. Every 10 rotations, the gem slug aristocracy will take 1,000 E per section you occupy. If you can't pay, your time here is over and you will have failed. It's tough, but that's how these greedy beings operate.
Okay, very good. Good to know. I was hoping we could snatch up a couple of personnel real quick here. Very good. Okay, let's get the pleasure deck hammered out real fast. Hard plan, Love Nest. This is something I want to expand on later. It's not something I want to fill completely. That gets really expensive really quick, and I'd rather spend the cash on research. So there, 3 should be good. What else do we have? Space Inn. Woof, that's a big one. There's that, and then we have also a Star Motel. Let's do something like that. And then let's get a power... no, let's save power booster for a while. That thing's expensive. Let's get a recharger up here. And then corridor items, let's say a litter bin, ultra lamp. That's good for that. And then shops. Let's get a general store going on. And then music store, do we also have? Alright, sweet. There's that. Now, let's get another bin. Ultra lamp. Cool. That takes care of the pleasure deck real quick. Let's check the bio real fast. We've already got our ZM Monk. Kamarama, let's go. Siren, no skill at all. It makes me cry. And Arona doll.
Hi there. No time, you see. It's Arona here with some stuff you can't refuse. At these prices, I'm cutting both my throats.
I think I need a lab. I know I can build a factory. realistically, I need a lab and a factory, and then I can start making product. Let's get the lab.
The gems have collected their profit.
I think I can build a factory, so I'm not worried about that. So let's see here. Factory is the more important thing because it's bulkier. I can't... can I even fit it? Yeah, but I don't think I'd be able to fit a lab. Oof. Then I don't think I can fit a sick bay. Let's get the factory in here. And then let's see if we can fit the laboratory somewhere. Now, can it not be right up against the wall? Yeah. Well, that'll work just fine. Right there. Very good. So, analyzer. It's actually well more than enough room. But I won't be able to do squat with this space I'd save anyway. So, analyzer. Let's just do 2 workbenches right now. And... nope. I don't like how that looked. Let's try that again. Analyzer, let's face it like this. And then workbench, like that, and then a door. Okay. Not too bad. We still have a good amount of energy. Let's get some salt hogs and some turricans hired up immediately. First of all, these Zeta monks are going to be an absolute godsend. Pun intended, I guess. Considering they're going to give us 5,000 per penitent we convert. That's going to be excellent. 1 turrican. Yes, let's get some security forces up. I'd be happy with that. Considering if we get any sort of hostile things going on, this is going to be very difficult for us to deal with it, considering I don't have security scuzzers, I don't have anything. And I'm low on energy to boot. So I'm going to want to build a power booster sometime soon, but I don't want to dump 5,000 on it if I don't have to. Can I even fit it there? No, I can't. Okay, anyway, we're okay for right now. I just can't add any more structures. Salt hog, no go. Okay. Let's go through all the people that we have available. What just happened? Sirens first. They're in these motels. That drives me crazy. Are you of any good? You are not. Is that a siren? It totally is. You're hired. Okay, that gets that going. Next, the monks. Zymek. You're hired. Next up, Turrican. Nobody good. Okay. Salt hogs are next. Hiya. Nope, you're not the right guy. You are the right guy.
The gems have collected their profit. You're down.
Oh, the guy I was actually thinking about is still in there. Okay. Oh my gosh, okay. Yes, hello. You're hired. Good. Now we have some research, some manufacture, and we have a bunch of people that can carry pistols. The next thing that we'd really like to do is work with Greys, since they're the other species of alien that can carry sidearms. Or at least actually does anything in combat. Sure. No dedication, which makes me a little eerie about it, but... yeah, I definitely don't have enough money that I could throw 2,000 at a new hire. That's for certain. But... let's get... security scuzzers are so expensive. Okay, we're gonna have to wait.
It's a Rona here. Just popping in to say that if you miss out on some of the tempting offers I got for you, you're stupider than a thick worm from the fabled land of Dublin era.
Now what I was really hoping for was a luxury product or black market goods, at least start the research. So I'm just gonna have to wait until these Kamaramas really start doing the work for me. It gets so dicey early on because if I don't have a good stream of income, this is gonna become very problematic very quick. I do have one person working the comm sensor, but I don't even think he's an employee. Sure, you're cheap. Are you leaving? Why aren't you researching? Okay, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start producing luxury goods. That'll at least get the cycle of production and research going. Yep, I'll take it. Any turricans that have any amount of skill, I'll take. So anytime you hear that siren, if you look up here in the radar, there's little flashing quadrants, little bits of the map that are flashing. It's not really a quadrant, considering there's more than 4. But anyway, you can tell where something bad is happening, like a meteor shower, or a spy, or a bomb, or something. Something bad is happening. Sure, you're only 75 credits, so it can't go too wrong, right? Manky Wazagagajubli. Oh my gosh. You guys are all bubbly. Jumly, bubbly, Jumly. Like penguins with armor.
The gems have collected their profits.
I don't know if I said that before, but that's what they look like to
but
me.
at least you managed to pay them. One of your opponents has been fired by the Polvakian Aristocracy.
Ooh.
There are only 3 of you left now. We've said goodbye to the weakest link.
Okay. That's interesting. So, I wonder what happens to their segment. Because I'm sure they got a crap ton of product just sitting in their biodeck, right? No, not really. I see a couple, like 2 or 3, but
there is
nothing
a
really
solar
serious.
flare in progress. Shall I reconfigure the collector to gather some solar energy?
Well, something's going on. More importantly, I wonder what we do with the rest of their deck. Like, I wonder if I buy up all the way over, if I have access to their stuff because I own it, or I have to assault it. Like, I can't use military. That's what he said, so... No.
The solar flare has ended.
Oh, I can't wait till you guys level up. This is mind-numbingly painful. And pretty soon I'll have a luxury good, chuck it into the research bin, get this thing started. Thank you. And thank you. Very good. I didn't mean to hit the biodeck, but whatever. 2,000, 3,000... Let's get at least one good scientist. I'd like to spend the 3,000 on the other scientist too, but I wonder if that'll put me in a bad situation. I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to put some money on the table. Let's see what happens. Any good commander takes risks, right? Albeit this one might be a tad foolish. Really, 2 more Kamaramans and a couple of penitents. I could be in some good... Could be in a good spot here. Okay, I'll check back on that later. Okay. Just want to give a good visual sweep here and there. The last thing I need is like a bomb to be planted when I'm not noticing, or, you know, something out of the ordinary occurring that could be easily corrected. So that's why I kind of like to give a little bit of a passing glance. See what's going on. Good. Luxury right there. That's good for me. Okay, so 3,000. I have enough. Oh, good, Arona.
Hey.
So I'm building luxury at 750. I can sell it at 800. It's not ideal, but it'll keep the process flowing. So there's that.
Interesting.
So now here's what we're gonna do. Basic cargo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that
The gems have collected their profit.
Yeah.
You're down some energy, but a factory has completed its production.
Tourist party. Heck yes. I need way more tourists on so I can get some decent workers. Now the problem is I don't have enough money to make the next quota. So I'm really hoping Arona shows up, or some situation presents itself. Or this could be a real issue. what the crap is going on over there, but that's... Oh, bomb. Yoink. So these bombs get interesting. That means this guy is... actually, you know what? Let's just let him leave. That's fine. Yeah, get out of here. Me fighting with him is just going to cause more problems. Now, we have a bomb in our inventory. What we could do is we could try to find a spot that's unoccupied, like over here, drop it, let it explode, which is what we're going to do right now. Other circumstances, what we could do, hey, no, why don't you back up, is we can put it in the research station, the little research analyzer, and what that'll do is that'll nullify it. It'll render it inert. What the heck?
Death and sickness is amusing for us non-organics. You living types always make such a fuss. Perhaps it's this sense you call pain. Anyway, if you construct a sick bay, you'll avoid such dramatic nonsense in the future, as you can keep the beings on your station alive and well.
Well, there's a problem with that, is I don't have enough room for a sick bay. I opted for a factory instead, which might have been foolish, but I'm really hoping it'll economically pay off with Arona. Speaking of which, improved luxury goods, that's awesome. Now, as we're getting close, what I can do is I can cancel the build order. So how many did we queue up? 3? We can start canceling those if we get really close. Actually, just for giggles, I am going to cancel one of them. There. That puts us over our limit, not by a large margin, but enough that gives me some confidence. You Kamaramans have to go absolutely crazy on the building, or on the harvesting. Harvesting, farming, that whole thing needs to be sped up. Okay, we have one more queued up. Oh, it's almost nerve-wracking how close this is going to get. It's not almost nerve-wracking, it's very nerve-wracking. Speaking of which, what about promotions? It's probably time for someone to want to be promoted? Nope. Okay.
We picked up incoming meteors. Projections indicate they will hit Biodeck Segment 3.
I'm not too sure which segment that is, because you don't have these segments numbered. So, good? I don't know.
A factory has completed its production.
Okay. And they've collected their money. We're down to not a lot. Hopefully with Arona we can sell all of these luxury products we have in our inventory and be able to make a bunch of this back. Because I don't know if I'll be able to last another cycle for some of these plants to be ready for harvest. But we'll see. Usually, at least I was hoping the penitents would start being converted, and that would give us a nice tidy kick. A nice chunk of change, but... yeah, the problem is we're not having that quite a bit of luck. Thank goodness. Luxury, and hopefully that's a luxury right there. Okay, and I've collected all the products that were here.
A meteor storm has struck Segment 3.
Holy crap, where was that? Okay, hurry up, harvest. Harvest, harvest, harvest! Okay, that one's
It's
not
a
ready.
murder here. Just popping in to say that if you miss out on some of the tempting offers I got for you, you're
No,
stupider than a
he
thick
won't
worm
buy
from the
'em.
fable land of Dublina era.
Crap! Well, I don't know what to do if you're not going to buy luxury goods. I might have to rethink my whole strategy, because it's been working for every mission up until now. Yes. Thank goodness. Hopefully those pilgrims will come aboard. Some will find religious enlightenment, giving me a tidy sum. And then we'll be able to float for another few more rotations until Aronadal is willing to pick up some of these luxury products. Yeah, if we were to have bought a section early on and then really have added that star dock, I don't think we would have been able to have made it economically. I think that would have drained way too much of our resources. Come on, anything at all I can harvest, I'll be happy for. Ambulance shuttle. I don't have a sick bay, I'm sorry. Good, 4,000. We just made our quota. $675. You're hired. There. Couple of pilgrims. Hopefully we can get them converted up. That'll be perfect. Hopefully then I can afford another segment and a sick bay, because that's something I really need. Okay, so the idea is another rotation occurs, Arona shows up, I give him all this product,
near your station.
and then that gives us enough money to continue building and researching more of the luxury, and then hopefully once we get over this hump we'll be able to have it, but it's so delicate because if someone dies, that'll take 1,000 out of our budget and we're done. So very hit miss.
The gems have collected
there
their
we go.
profits. You're down some energy, but at least you managed to pay them.
Yeah, thank goodness for that, right? You can keep the big trees. I think they give me food and like industrial products or something else. So I'm not too worried about that, nor am I too interested. You're hired. Black market? Nope, food. Okay. Well, what we'll do is with the food is I know the general store we built requires food. The music shop requires luxury, so we'll actually leave these two here. That way they'll be consumed by the stores, and that way we won't pay for every time the energy produces the product. If that makes sense. So if we see someone come in and out and make a purchase,
Run out of the type
there we
of
go.
cargo.
So that got sucked up by this, and now we won't pay for it whenever it's being generated. Actually, I'm going to hang on to that because I definitely don't want it to rot. So it feels like Arona comes every 20 cycles or so. Like every other time is when he's showing up. And this is medical and industrial. That's still good stuff to sell. I'm pretty happy with that. What is it, 5,000 to expand? Yeah. Expansion, sick bay, and then after that I'm really hoping we can get a... I probably can't put a sick bay here, can I? No, absolutely not. Once the sick bay is ready, then we'll be sitting pretty good. But I also need an energy booster pretty badly. It's getting close again, getting real edgy. I'm really hoping Arona shows up. I'm gonna pop this one as well. That'll give me another medical and another industrial. That's 2 more products we can potentially sell to Arona. I've got 4 rotations left. I have nothing to liquidate. I'm hoping we either accumulate 800 energy or Arona shows up. Or this is all going to be over right here. Yes, or
there is a solar flare.
Hey,
Perfect.
how are you?
Hey, buddy.
I've got the best stuff at the
Oh, you're
lowest
kidding.
prices this side of Pound Stretchoid 4.
He doesn't want to buy any of my stuff.
Meteorite.
See, how is this supposed to work if I can't sell any of this stuff? Interesting. Okay, well, I guess get out of here.
The solar flare has ended.
Well, that gave me enough to pay the debt. Oh my gosh, we're still really on the edge here. There, we paid off our debt. Solar flare has ended. We're still doing all this research, which I like. We're keeping it all very well intact.
The gems have collected their profits. You're down some energy, but at least you managed to pay them.
Now, I wonder if this really comes to just like a waiting game. I wonder if the other 2 AI are just going to eventually lose it. And if it's just really my job just to stay alive as long as I can. If that's the case, you know, I don't want to do really any expansion unless completely necessary. Good. A lot of new plants coming up. Okay. Let's check everyone's needs. What are we doing on needs here? Everything's pretty much in the green. That's good. Anyone in need of a promotion? We got smiles mostly all around. Maybe some medical and love. So that's not too bad. The thing is, I still can't afford facilities at all. Oh. Did another one go kaput?
Another opponent has been shown the big ornate door. The Polvakians are ruthless employers, but you've only got one more to beat. Things are looking good, but don't relax. The remaining entrepreneur will be the hardest to beat.
Researchers have improved luxury goods. Fantastic. Okay, so it does feel like this is a bit of a waiting game. Holy crap, something went up over there. We haven't had a single penitent. Jeez. Guess when they lose, the whole thing goes up. I mean, we noticed that with the Scuzzers. But the Scuzzers actually go on a timed detonation, which kind of makes sense, but still to point, it just kicks off over there. Let's see, sirens. I mean, I need more personnel, I just can't afford anybody. I'd like to afford more monks and more Kamaramas, but... Kamaramas. Okay, build pattern is full of good stuff, -1. And hopefully Rona wants to see some stuff. Because the reality of it is, if this isn't the way to do this one, if research and the production isn't the way to play, if he's not going to buy the resources, then I could have saved on the lab and the factory and the workers, and I could have done this completely differently. We could have just built the Star Dock and just relied 100% on trade. That would have also been pretty risky, because we wouldn't have an infrastructure to fall back on. But it seems like that's what's going on here. There's a lot of trash. And thank goodness we have enough for another payment. Let's see, you.
A trade ship was detected
Please
near your station.
Critters, when they start eating up some of this litter, they'll become very problematic. So that's really something I want to keep in check very much, is the litter. Usually more Scuzzers are the answer, because they'll take care of it all for you, but in reality... Yeah, I totally do. We have tons of room. Bring your friends. Tell your parents. No one I'm really interested in. Well, the good thing is, we now have enough for another payment that's not due for another 10 cycles. So we're doing pretty well. No real complaints here. We're doing alright. We're getting more plants. We're still doing our research, which is most important of all. So let's see, what is the price down to now? It was $750 when we started. It's down to $550. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Once we get any amount of cash after we sell this down, that's what we're going to do. We're going to start kicking that off. And then if we could also get the black market product, that's also another thing. Ah, Rona!
So what you say? It's a Rona with some gear you'll not want to be able to refuse. Well, if you do,
yes.
you're more
1,
stupid
2,
than
3,
I
4, 5. Thank you. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're selling it all. Selling it all.
Have a look and we'll make a deal.
Oh, that makes me feel so good. 12,500. Nope. So 9 is going to put that at 4,800 something. Yep. We just filled our queue in our factory with luxury product. That's awesome. And let's hire another siren. Or 2. Yep. Good choices. And let's make sure everyone's promoted proper. That's exactly what we needed to kick off. Okay. Everyone's happy. Oh, I saw a monk. And he's a spy. Let's see if he's just gonna leave. And I almost don't mind if they plant the bomb, because I'm usually really good at finding them. So really causing a fuss with lasers and potentially hitting someone else
A trade ship was detected
is a much
near
bigger
your
risk,
station.
because I don't have a sick bay. Like, I don't have any way to heal people. So it becomes more of an issue that I'd rather them just come in and leave, you know, deal no damage, whatever. Leave a bomb I'm gonna find. Rather than me shoot them up all Wild Wild West style and then end up hurting some of my occupants. My residents, my peeps. Yep, as stated.
Administrator, sensors indicate an explosive device has been planted on the station.
And it's usually by these exits, so let's just do a little looking. I probably should have followed him just to see what he was up to, but I didn't. There it is. Yoink. Now again, we can put this in the researcher, which, why not? Boop. Researchers have improved Scuzzer Mark 1. Okay, that works for me. Now, what would be really cool is if they upgraded a technology that I was working on anyway. Yep, see, and it just disappears like that. Anyways, I was saying it'd be really cool if they just improved luxury product anyway. Like, while they're sitting idle, they'll just improve something. So it'd be cool if it was a thing I actually wanted anyhow. There's luxury again. Here's luxury again. Awesome. We'll be able to pay this stipend and the next one, which is a great feeling. Okay. I'm going to harvest a little bit more, then we're going to take a break and call this an episode, and I'm going to see you guys next time.